Toby, you've just had the news that Alun to be made captain of the British and Irish Lions. Your thoughts and reaction on that?
Yeah, obviously it's a massive accolade. We run out of superlatives talking about him, don't we? So the pinnacle of a rugby player, Northern Hemisphere rugby player career is being selected for the British and Irish Lions, as you say, and to be selected again, be selected as a captain shows the mark of the player, the man, and his own personal drive to be the very best for as long as possible.
You will have been aware of him as a player, but now you probably know him better as a man in that respect.
Yeah.
What's your take on him?
It reminds me of obviously the first time. Obviously we connected prior to my arrival, and the very first day from the very first minute, was really interesting to see him in the flesh and training on the pitch, and it became very obvious very quickly of why he is the player that he is. Obsessive, compulsive, with an effort to match, and very few players can maintain that level of consistency and drive to be the very best that they can be on a daily basis, let alone a season basis. So from that point of view, it became very evident to me, and obviously I actually asked the coaches of, is this because new coach routine and whatever, and the response was, no, that's just Al. So, and yeah, he's lived that every day, to be fair to him. He's absolutely, represented that comment, that situation. It's no surprise to me.
Another player with the Ospreys mean an awful lot to is Justin Tipuric. Your thoughts in reaction to his selection for another Lions team?
Yeah, the second part of the double act. Very similar traits, very similar people in relation to their obsessive nature about being the very best of themselves and very committed to the Ospreys. So, yeah, if you were going to ask me, in the top 5 picks of who was going, Al was obviously, we knew that he was going to be there or thereabouts, and the question was captain or no captain for Tips. It was a question of, when is he going to be announced in the list? So it wasn't a question of if. So, yeah, you saw he had a great Six Nations, has had a great international career, a great Ospreys career, and it's very hard to miss the man in the blue hat. And the man in the blue hat delivers week in and week out in very tough environments. And when you go to South Africa, there's the sort of people that you can rely on. But there's an area of obviously feel for the people that miss out. Obviously we had a number of people, probably the most prolific of them being George, who's unfortunately been injured whilst playing for us, and he misses out. So, yeah, I'm very proud to obviously be part of something that provides British and Irish Lions players. But I'm also a tinge of sadness for the people that miss out.